Children in the media, the good, the bad, and the violence that it causes. Media is everywhere. TV, internet, computer, and video games all vie for our children's attention. This is written by the American Academy of Pediatrics. This is pretty much saying that it's inevitable for your children not to be introduced to the media. When I walked into a classroom in Virginia for community service for our volleyball team, I walked in and all the children were zoned into the computer, not caring what the teacher said and not having a care in the world other than the computer screen that they were all looking at. There are three types of media that I will talk about that can affect the children. Like I said earlier, they're the good, the bad, and the violence. The first good that I will talk about is educational shows such as Sesame Street or Barney that pretty much help your kids learn how to count, learn their ABCs, learn manners, learn how to clean their room, pick up their toys, and everything else. Exposure to educational television has been shown to have positive effects on the social, intellectual, and educational development of children. This is written by the Benton Foundation, saying that some shows will have negative effect, but like I said earlier, Sesame Street and Barney, the educational shows, will have a positive effect on children as long as they're zoning into the things that they should be zoning into and learning the things that they should be. Another good are online books and games. You can download books nowadays or games that help your children learn and help your children read and many other things. And online books you can download nowadays to where your parents can read them to you at night or during the day or whenever you have time to be able to read. And it just helps your children interact with positive media. The third good that I will talk about is online chatting with family and friends. Say grandma and grandpa are out of town or they live miles and miles away or out of the country or whichever, and you want to be able to see them or talk to them right away. Well, they've invented things like Skype and FaceTime that allow you to be able to do these things without having to travel to go see them when you want to see them right then and there. There's 3 points on the bad as well. The first one is new research shows that the mumbling of news anchors or the cheering of Ellen audiences has a majorly negative impact on babies, even if they are not engaged with the show itself. This is written from the Washington Post. They're not zoning in just on Ellen, but just talk shows like Ellen that have different things for adults. So when your children are paying attention to the television screen while you're getting ready in the morning and they're zoning in on these shows, maybe not exactly paying attention, they're still intaking something negatively. Your child's brain mostly develops from 0 to 2 years of age, so what they're intaking from those 2 years is very crucial to them. The second one is today's children are spending an average of 7 hours a day on entertainment media, including televisions, computers, phones, and other electronic devices. This is also by the American Academy of Pediatrics. This is saying that 7 hours a day when your children are spending 8 to 10 sleeping, so they're almost spending as much time on media as they are on sleeping, and sleeping has a very huge effect on children. So they shouldn't be spending that much time on media. Say like an hour or two after dinner while you're just calming down before you go to bed would be good and beneficial, but when they're spending so much time on these devices, it's very harmful. And my third point is parents are using media to keep their kids from misbehaving. Working in a restaurant, you see this all the time. When parents come in with a big group of kids and their kids are sitting at the dinner table with phones or other electronics, just paying attention to nothing but this. The easy way to change this is for your parents to sit down and color with you or to play games before your food comes out, before you eat, and many other ways so you're not zoned into these electronic devices that aren't very good for you. The last point I will talk about is the violence. Children are now seeing what video games and television shows are producing and thinking it is right, therefore participating in violence. Studies have proven that when children are playing games that are rated M for mature and they're 10 years old, that it's negatively affecting them because they're thinking that since their parents or grandparents or whoever bought these games for them, that they also think that this is okay. So the killing that is done in these games, the stealing of cars, the different things that they do just show that, or kids think that it's okay when it's really not. In conclusion, there are more bad things in the media than there are good, with children growing up rapidly and parents relying mostly on technology to help their children develop. It's negatively impacting them because their parents have no way of communicating with them without the electronics, because the kids are so focused on these that they can't reason with them.